Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Tilson Live. It is Tuesday. It is 2 o'clock. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, as we are each and every single week, except the last 2 weeks.
Except the last two.
But we are live. You're messing with Juju, but you're correct, technically speaking. We are glad you are all here. Please jump in. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. It is Tuesday. It's 2 o'clock, Tilson Live. YouTube, Facebook. We want to hear from you. We are here to talk about all things building on your land. I'm Eric Allred, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family, joined as I am each and every single week that we're on here by the great, the marvelous, the magnificent Dawn Dantzler, Vice President of Marketing Customer Experience for Tilson Homes. Welcome, Dawn.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
It's awesome. It's wonderful. It is. We have rain. We have cooler weather. That all happened like in the last 12, 15 hours. So it's wonderful. Fall is upon us. Enjoy it while you can, because, you know, it's going to be winter in a week. So that's what we have. But yeah, no, we're excited to be here. Folks, we're excited to hear from you. We want to hear all of your questions that have anything to do with building on your land. You got questions about construction. You got questions about finance. You got questions about site preparation, site acquisition, site development. You got questions about customization to our plans. You got questions about how the warranty works, why we do what we do. You know, do I do an upfront one-time close? Do I do the Tilson's Easy Buy program? What are the equity requirements? We're here to talk about all those things. But we want to hear from you. We want to hear your questions. What are your reservations? What are you thinking so far? What part of the process are you in? So do drop into the chat where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. And while you're doing that, Dawn will tell us what in the world we're talking about today, one of her favorite subjects.
Yes, it's my favorite subject. I love to see and share what our customers are doing in their beautiful homes that they have built with us. And this is another week where we get to do that. So we are going to look at a beautiful Arlington in Collin County and talk about the changes that the family made to kind of make the house their own, and then just kind of see how they are enjoying their space. So
Yes.
Very excited. We love sharing those stories. We're always so excited when someone allows us to come into their home and film and show you guys that.
Super, super cool. Yeah. So we are, again, obviously this is our favorite show to do because one of the biggest things at Tilson Homes, we know that you fell in love with this land long before you ever, we ever entered your life or you considered us. And so we're overjoyed that you're asking us to join you on this journey and a very important part of it. But we love knowing and sharing what our customers did to make our designs their own. We have great designs. They're fantastic templates. But almost let's just say 0% of the time do we build them exactly as they're drawn on our website or as you see them on our plans. The customers always do something to make it their own, which is fantastic. And we love sharing those great ideas with you guys. We love the ideas.
Yeah, because they might do something you didn't realize you could change, or, everyone has great ideas. So I just love to share them all.
Yeah, they're wonderful. So again, folks, jump in, drop in the chat where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in. Any questions that you have about any part of the process, it can be pertaining to this plan. It can be pertaining to any part of the process. That's what we're here to do for you, answer those questions. And we're going to hit the ground running. By the way, today is the day that a group of people gather. We don't understand why they do what they do and the decisions that they make. College football playoff meets today to decide the first round. Oh, that's not what y'all are all talking. Oh, y'all think it's because of the election. No. We're talking college football playoff. Okay. Those people are gathering today for the first time. We don't know how they are. Oh, you thought it was electoral college, didn't you?
No, I actually knew where you were going, but I'm still just amazed that they were like, yeah, let's do this the same night.
Hey, Tuesday's Tuesday, bro. That's when we meet.
We meet on Tuesday. We said we're going to meet on this Tuesday.
We got teams that laid eggs over the weekend.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
And but all that to say, by the way, it's also election day. Whatever happens, folks, greatest country in the world to live in, greatest state in the greatest country to live in, right here. Okay, greatest company to work with and work for in the greatest state in the greatest nation. Tomorrow morning, the sun will rise.
Yes.
And we're going to keep building houses, making dreams come true. So, be that as it may, college football playoff, maybe a different story. But we're going to jump in and talk about the custom Arlington in Collin County.
First, we're going to say hi to everybody who joined us, though.
Oh, terribly sorry.
You're out of practice.
Right.
We got Chris and Howdy from Dayton, Texas. Hey, Kristen.
What's up, Kristen?
We got Denise saying good afternoon from Pearland, building a Canyon D in Chapel Hill. Signed the contract, loan pre-approved, and design meeting completed. Also, it was so nice to meet you both at the Public Ranch open house. That house is gorgeous, and the burgers were good too.
They were. I went with the chicken, Denise, because no one else was, and I needed it faster. I was very hungry, but yes, it was great meeting you. Thanks for pulling me alongside the at the food truck. Great meeting you. Thanks for coming out there and supporting us.
Yes, it was awesome to see you. We got Misty saying hello from Hood County, enjoying our
What's
San
up,
Jacinto
Misty?
XL. What's up, Misty? We've got Nadia saying, I have land in Belton and I want to build a house with your company. What are the requirements, please?
Well, good news. You check the first box. You have land in a county we build in. So yeah, we build all over Bell County. Really, requirements wise, Nadia, all you need, like for our Easy Buy program, we simply require that you have 10% equity into the total project. So the value of your land plus the price of the new home that you're doing with us, whatever that total number is, that you would have 10% of that number paid into the land in some way. That maybe the land's already paid for, and we can help you with that calculation. If you're not, like, I'm really not sure, we can look it up on the appraisal district website and find that out. But that's really the only requirements that you meet.
Awesome. All right, we've got Donna B saying, hey from Austin. Hey, Donna.
Howdy, Donna.
We've got Jason saying, hey guys, it was great meeting both of you at the Lone Star a few weeks ago. We are meeting with Mariah on the 17th to sign our paperwork and make our deposit. And Angelina Angelina is about to happen. Awesome.
You're the first. You are the first Angelina, I believe. So great meeting you too, Jason.
Yeah, we've got Will saying hi from Klondike.
Yeah, hey, Will, my old friend.
And Jason says only one team laid an egg, and it's the only team that matters. So my team also laid an egg.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was not a happy weekend.
It's a rough.
The other egg was laid
against
against my arch rival, so it was like a double bad. Yeah, double bad.
It was a rough weekend in South Carolina. It really was.
It was. Janet says hello from Wiley. Hey, Janet.
Hey. Welcome, Dan.
We've got Eric saying greetings from Beaumont.
Hey, Eric. Welcome, man.
And then we've got Elizabeth saying, hey, from Austin, going to Waxahachie to see some of the models on Friday and start our building process.
You'll love it. That's worth the trip.
100%. Okay. And now we can look at this custom Arlington.
Which is exactly what I thought we were doing.
I know.
And no, we're not confused about our geography. Before anyone challenges it, we know Arlington is not in Collin County. This is the Arlington plan. We happen to build in Collin County. Everybody knows Arlington is in Tarrant County, which where Fort Worth is, and we don't name our town. Doesn't matter. Moving on.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. So the Arlington has 4 elevation options. So we've got the elevation A, which is kind of a traditional brick gable. I'm sorry. We got elevation B, which is a craftsman style that's going to have your composite columns and your brick and brick wainscots and some lap siding on there. You got the elevation C, which is the typical kind of farmhouse elevations. It's going to be all board and batten with some rough sawn wood accents. And then we have what this family chose to build, which is elevation D, which we refer to as like a Texas ranch. So it's a mix of stone, board and batten, and rough sawn wood. And
because we call it that, that's what it is.
That is what the drafting team calls it, and that is what it is. Therefore,
so it shall be.
So it shall be. In Tilson lands. All right. So the original floor plan of the Arlington D that they went with is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's just under 2,000 square feet. And again, just a really efficient layout on this one. I like it a lot. So it's got some unique features amongst our plans. The most noticeable is going to be where that front door is located. It actually does not face the street. The kind of the typical front yard. It's not facing extremely out. It's kind of tucked over to the side, which is kind of neat. And what that allowed us to do is kind of the other thing that's not as common amongst our floor plans, which is put the kitchen in the front of the house and have that kitchen sink under a window. So that kitchen sink is at a window that looks right out onto your front yard. And the kitchen is more towards the front. So that's kind of unique to this plan. Some of the other features I really like on it is that we do have a very large walk-in pantry that comes as part of the plan. Right around that drop zone, got a generous utility room. So great use of space over on that side of the home. You do have a little bit more of a foyer than we typically have in plans this size. So it gives you a good kind of division of the space. As you come in off the hallway, you've got your secondary bedrooms. So bedroom 2 and 3 are kind of off by themselves on the front of the house. And then you've got that master bedroom tucked in the back. Very, very generous walk-in closet on this one, very large. And this is in our series of plans where we went with the oversized shower as standard instead of including the bathtub, because we find our people are about 50-50 mixed on whether they want a bathtub in the master or not. So there is an option to add that in if that's something that you want, but as it comes with that really, really large custom shower.
Yeah, and for this size house, there's not this is the largest use of this space that we have in anything even remotely close to this. This pantry drops on utility room. There's nothing in this square footage that rivals it. And of course, you'll see the DNA in this plan is rooted deeply in our San Gabriel. So kind of took all the wonderful things people liked about the San Gabriel, stuff they like to change about it, and then we rebirthed the Arlington, and it may or may not be a model really soon.
Yeah, and the San Gabriel, of course, is a model in Georgetown, and the Arlington is our newest model in the Angleton office. So.
Exactly. So
great opportunity to see this plan.
Massive master bedroom for this size house. Like it rivals our 2,500 square foot, 2,700 square foot houses in master size. So very cool plan.
Yeah. Very well designed. So some of the changes that this family made that we'll show you in the video. First off, you'll notice everything's backwards. They did reverse the plan just because it fit better on their land that way. And then they just really kind of refined things to work well for. They definitely had a vision in how they were going to use the home and exactly what they wanted. And they just made some really cool tweaks with that. So the first thing they did to that master shower that I was showing you is it comes as built, it has a corner bench in it, and they wanted a big long bench all the way across the back. So they went ahead and changed that. They knew that they wanted to install their own barn doors. So they removed the door that came included with the plan. We sheetrocked it, and then they put in the barn door after they moved in. And it's absolutely gorgeous. They did want to maximize the view a little bit more out of their master bedroom. So they did go ahead and increase the window size. So the windows that you're going to see in the home are about a foot taller than what you would have included in the plan. They did add a fireplace to their family room. So you'll get to see that. And then wanted to kind of maximize that outdoor space. So they did the rear covered porch with the cathedral ceiling, which also gives you the cathedral ceiling in the family room. So we'll be showing you that. In the kitchen, they actually changed up the kitchen island, which a lot of people don't realize that you can do this. But in our homes, we have a variety of different, they all come, most of the kitchens come with their island pre-designed, but you can actually choose almost any island from our other plans. We've got a bunch of kind of plug and play islands and things that you can do with them. So they actually chose to go ahead and add the 2 shaker post legs just to give their island a little bit more pizzazz. And then they also did a bunch of other things in the kitchen that I'll kind of talk about when we get to that space, because it's easier if you can visualize, because they moved around some of the appliances and things like that. They did go ahead and add some upper cabinets in the utility room just to make that space above the washer and dryer a little bit more usable for them. They also added the front load garage and decided they wanted it to be a little bit bigger than what is included in that option. So they actually did lengthen that section by 2 feet. And in doing that, they also lengthened that part of the house by 2 feet. So you might notice that their hallway in between the utility room and pantry is actually a lot larger than what I showed you in the original floor plan. It actually has that additional 2 feet, which gave them more room for that drop zone bench and everything that they did. Relatively few things for Tilson World, but just some tweaks and stuff to make the space a little bit more usable for them.
Yeah, great use of space. And again, this is how we have the model built actually with the cathedral ceiling going out. So it looks really, really sharp. And a lot of really
that
cool
is one
things.
of our most popular options, is to go ahead and add that.
For sure. All
right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at
I'll drop your questions, comments in the chat. We'll answer every one of them.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Tilson Home Tours. My name is Cheyenne. I'm here with Rita inside her Arlington D in Collin County. Rita, tell me a little bit about what made you choose the D elevation.
I really like the Austin stone on the exterior, and I like the green. It's really soft with the stone, and I love the front porch.
I love your big front porch. When I pulled up this morning, I just thought your front porch and how you have everything situated was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Since we're here in the kitchen, let's go ahead and talk about some of your selections.
Okay.
My favorite part of your kitchen are these upper cabinets with the light inside of them. I think you did really great by adding the glass. What's been your favorite part of using your kitchen so far?
I do like the lights in the upper cabinets. It just creates more interest, I think. And I really like the size of the island. There's plenty of room to sit, and that's my favorite spot to sit, actually. And I like the navy color that we have and the drawer microwave. That's very handy.
I really enjoy that you chose to put your farmhouse sink over here rather than your island as well, and your island is just a fully functional workspace for you.
Right.
I noticed we have your pop-up outlet here. How's that pop-up outlet worked out for you?
It's really good. As you can see, I have my wax warmer plugged in there.
Nice
Really good for
convenient.
charging cell phones too.
Oh,
Very
that's
handy.
nice. That's perfect. I really love also that we've upgraded all of our hardware on our cabinetry. What inspired you to choose these knobs?
I really like the black. I think the black with the white, it's just very fresh looking.
I agree. I think it gives your kitchen a nice, clean, and open feel.
Right.
I also love your backsplash. The diamond scale is such a nice touch. I think it brings a nice brightness to your kitchen.
Right. And I really like the range too. The hood vent.
I love your addition of adding the wood wrap after construction closed. I think that's such a warm touch to add to this kitchen.
Right.
Awesome. Now let's go take a look at your dining room.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just beautiful. I love it. I love the green. I personally am a big fan of a greenhouse, so I just think that looks
I
so
think it looks
great with the
great, yeah.
stone. And just pretty. I mean, look at that huge. I didn't mention it when we were going through the floor plan, but this plan has a huge front porch.
It's
Like
big,
it's a
yeah.
great,
I think she did a better job than we even did on our model. We would be terrified to put live plants out there because we would kill them.
yeah, they would not make it.
But
They do not have what it takes to survive in our fast-paced environment.
That's
what I
right.
tell everybody about my plants.
We have a black thumb at Tilson Homes. We will kill it.
I do. It's bad. It's bad. But yeah, just beautiful, and the way they use the space just looks so alive, like you said, with all the live plants, and just a great place just to sit and
I have
relax.
to point out because we show so many from like Central Texas and other view. Like this is a very North Texas view, like big
Mhm.
sky. I love it. I mean, we got blessed with a beautiful day this day we did it, but and it's a lot of days like this of sunshine in North Texas. So this is a classic North Texas view. Love it.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And here's that beautiful kitchen that we all got to see. And yeah, they've got the beautiful island. I love that they did it in a different color just to give it that pop. And like I was talking about, they added the post. A couple other things that they did is she was talking about the wood vent hood and how they did that wrap, but they also did move the microwave into the island so that it was that standalone vent that they were able to wrap. So that was moved into the island, and then they also moved the refrigerator from where we typically place it in the plan over to where they wanted it. They kind of tucked it into a corner, which honestly, in my opinion, is probably the superior place to
Love
put
it.
it. So it's not
Yeah.
like right there when you're walking into the kitchen. And so with doing that, they rearranged a few other things, switched the dishwasher to the other side of the sink, put in that farmhouse sink that they were talking about. And I agree with Cheyenne. I think one of the best upgrades that they did was the addition of those top cabinets that have the lights and the glass
Crazy.
in
That is
them.
beautiful.
That's just beautiful. That's a great way to show off if you've got, those pieces of china that you may not use all the time, but it's a great way to get them up away and
I
kind
would
of
put the stuff up there that because my wife Rachel can't reach it, and then I would highlight it. The fact that she can't reach it like that. That's like I'm not only going to put it up there. I'm going to light it up just so you have to see it. That's what I'm going to do.
I just think it's a great way to do a display case without
Of
taking up
course,
extra
of course.
square footage, extra floor space, trying to do a full-fledged china cabinet. But it's just beautiful. I just think they did a great job. And I also am a big fan of the backsplash that they chose. I've not had the opportunity to see that in person, and
Yeah, the
it is
diamond
just
shape.
absolutely gorgeous. The diamond shape, and it's got that kind of shine to it, that sparkle. Just beautiful. I just think they
And
did a
let the
beautiful job
range
with the
not be
kitchen.
lost on it. That thing was massive,
Mhm.
massive range. Beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, you can tell that this is somebody who loves their kitchen and
But yeah,
loves,
if you
loves
want a
something like that.
window, folks, that looks out like and it's kind of a lost on our portfolio.
Mhm.
There aren't a lot of plans that do that, and so this is one. And ironically, the Refugio right next door to the Arlington there in Angleton is another one. But
Yeah, it has a window over the sink. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, yep.
so Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
very
let's have
cool.
some questions.
And
We got questions.
we do have a few questions. All right. So we've got Laura saying we'll be building in Dime Box, Texas. Own the property already, just starting the process.
All right, Laura,
So thank you
clarify
for
for me. Is
sharing
it
that.
dime box or old dime box? Because there's a difference, and you know it.
Oh, okay. Good to know. We got Tessie saying our Barton Springs home in Kerr County is getting taped. Our water well is getting started today. Awesome.
Very cool. Tessie, let us know if you got any rainfall. Because I know I heard there were 5 inches in Candelia, Texas, so just north of Bernie. There were 5
Oh,
inches of
wow.
rain, which is that's a number there. That's the
That is
water
a number.
rises real quick.
Yeah. She's also saying our son and daughter-in-law are closing escrow this week on their 7.5 acres just behind ours. Happy grandma here. Oh, that's
Go time.
awesome. I'm
Reeling
glad
them
to hear
in.
that.
That'll wait,
That's
Tessie.
amazing. Kristen is asking, at what point does the floor plan get customized with all the elements you've chosen and footage?
Yeah, Kristen. So you're going to sit down with our sales consultant really right away. I mean, at point of sale, of course, they're making all those changes, and then once you do the deposit with us, it's a $3,000 deposit. Then immediately all those changes and another document called a work copy redline, which is kind of a bulleted list that itemizes the changes in Word form. All of that goes to our design and drafting team, and they draw the plan. So it takes them about, depending on the complexity and where it is, usually 3 to 5 weeks to draw those plans. And so those plans are drawn, and they draw not just it's a lot more detailed plan than what you're going to see sitting down with a sales consultant. So sales consultant is usually a 1 or 2 page plan. The plans that are drawn and get back, it's the floor plan, it's the electrical plan, it's the cabinet details, front, side, rear elevations, all kinds of other details that are on there. So it takes about 3 to 6 weeks to incorporate all that. There's sometimes a little bit of going back and forth with the sales. Hey, I got a question about this, question about that. If it's this way, or have they thought about that? So, but it's about 3 to 5 weeks. Once you do the deposit, do those. Now the salesperson can sit down with you and, like, across the table from you, sketch on there with a red line, so they can do that same day. But see the manifestation of those changes, that's a 3 to 5 week period after we do the deposit.
Yeah, so kind of the big picture things are going to be done honestly before you even sign with us. So you're going to sit down, design the home exactly as you want. Your salesperson is going to price out exactly, what that's going to cost, and then our drafting team just kind of refines it and gives you more details after you've signed your agreement with us.
Yep.
So, all right, we've got Denise asking, can you explain the process for the water well? If you're only on a temp pole for electricity, how is the well powered?
I can, yeah. So there's 2 ways to do it, Denise. Well, at this point, probably just one way to do it, and that is to run same thing, kind of run temporary power to the water well. We can probably arrange for our electrician to make that happen, or your water well person to make that happen. It depends kind of on how far away from the temporary pole that the water well is. Long term, and I just, forgive me, I don't know the setup. Long term, there'll be likely either a breaker box inside your service panel. So we'll leave a junction box on the outside of the house with wire coiled up in it, where your water well installer can run electricity from the water well to the house. If they're not doing that as part of their bid, we can have our electrician include that in our bid and give you a bid to run the electrical from where the water well the wellhead is, running the power from there to the home to come up into our breaker box. If you're doing a kind of a standalone meter breaker there, and I'm saying this, I have both kinds where I am. I have one well that's powered by a breaker box that's in my barn, and I have another one on a different part of the property that's the way my power company does it. They give you like a service box, a pedestal that has like 4 or 5 breakers in it, and one of those breakers powers the well. So it's actually not in the breaker box of that little house that it's powering. So it can be done a couple of different ways, but it certainly can be done from a temporary standpoint with heavy enough gauge wire, or we can hook up on a permit, depending on if you have a pedestal there. That's how I'd like to set it up. If not, we can arrange for a temporary service in the meantime to get us through construction.
Okay, makes sense. All right, we've got Jessica sharing. We added the top cabinets with the glass as well. Looks beautiful. Can't wait to see it in our Fayetteville.
That'll look great.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty there. It's gonna look great. And Tessie is saying they got a good amount of rain, thunder, and lightning.
Good. They needed it out there.
Yeah, you did absolutely need it.
They had the rain first and then the thunder and lightning. Because thunder and lightning first would create fires, and then it's
problematic.
These things happen.
All right.
Okay, folks,
Awesome.
keep dropping your questions. Oh, we got more questions, right? Did we Paladuro C stuff? Did we cover that? Howdy from
I'm not
YouTube. Are you seeing the YouTube ones?
I'm
iDubbbz.
not seeing.
You saw Kristen Johnson's. We have iDubbbz. It's a A&M.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Did you just block it out of your mind? Is that how bad the game was? Is that?
No, it got me. It's weird ordered in mine. Okay, so we've got
Okay.
Irene Lopez. My husband and I are beginning the planning stages of a Paladuro C. We are building in New Gulf, Texas. We bought part of a ghost town. Oh, okay.
I love
In
it.
Wharton County. Awesome.
Very cool.
Understand you're just beginning offering barn dominiums, but can you build a true barn, which would be just a metal building shell as opposed to the finished out space with sheetrock and rooms, etc.?
Okay, so we have not jumped into the barn building, the metal building business. We do have some contacts that do that. Obviously, we just built one in conjunction with our model home in Republic Grand Ranch. We have a metal building there on slab. To kind of show what that looks like. Also, it's where our builders are officing. So we went ahead and finished that one out. But yeah, there are lots of contractors that can help do that. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. We can help arrange for the financing of those if it will fit in the appraisal.
Okay.
So that is something that we are prepared to do. If you want to roll that into the loan, that's something that we can assist with so long as it fits in the appraisal. So, and hats off for the, icon.
All right. Awesome. And I glanced. I don't think I missed anybody else, but if
I don't think
did,
so. Yeah,
I
no.
apologize, and please drop it in again because my order is all out of whack.
Yeah, so y'all drop your questions and comments into the chat. We're going to check the next video tour out on this beautiful Arlington home.
Yes.
We're here in your dining room, and I just have to say, I absolutely love these huge windows and the view you have out of the back of your home. I really enjoy that you have your door to your back porch right here off of the dining room as well.
Yes.
Now let's go take a look at the family room.
Okay.
So we're here in your family room of the Arlington D. I have to say, I really love how bright and open your space feels. You chose to do the cathedral ceiling that goes all the way outside, and it just brings so much light into this space. What's been your favorite part of the family room?
I love the large windows. It just lets in so much light. I love it. And I really enjoy the stone on the fireplace. It kind of brings the element in from outside.
I agree. I love all of the raw products you have in your home. You feel the wood, you feel the stone, and you feel like you're outside even though you're inside.
Right.
I really, really enjoy these big windows. I know you stated it earlier, but they're just so beautiful.
They are.
Let's go take a look at your master bedroom.
Okay.
Now we're here in your master bedroom, Rita, and I have to say, this is absolutely gorgeous. And I see here that we have the blue accent wall. What inspired you to pick blue?
I just wanted to have a common color throughout the house so it kind of matches the island in the kitchen.
I see that. It does pull all the way through. I believe your drop zone even has that same color blue.
Right.
I really love that you brought all of this in. And these huge windows you have on the back of the house to get this view, I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's go take a look at your master bathroom.
Okay.
Now we're here in your master bathroom, and oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. I love that you've added this tile up to the ceiling, and I think this vertical pattern does a lot to open up this space.
Yes, more modern.
It's definitely much more modern. Have you enjoyed having this center cabinet here in your vanity?
I do. I love it. It's very convenient, so you don't have to bend over.
Well, and it's nice that it's in the center and it's not on the end. That way you can both access it when you need it.
Right.
Now let's go take a look at your spare bedrooms.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, they have that nice dining area there that is, located right off the kitchen. And plenty of room here. As you see, they've got a table for 8 and plenty of space, and you get those views of the property and all that natural light coming in. So just a great little layout that they've got going there. And then you've got the door there to access the back porch.
Yeah, plenty of space. I mean, obviously you could flip that table if you wanted to and have 10 people, no problem. They also went with the wider baseboard and casing. I'm seeing that, so that really helps. That's a really beautiful element. And again, you can do that with the colonial style, which they've done here, or you can do it with more craftsman 1x6 and 1x4 style if that's more your style.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a great. And their decor is fantastic. Like that takes thought.
Yeah.
Let's make it better.
Yeah, especially the little, they've got that blue echoing in every room. Yeah, just they did a great job.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Beautiful home.
You know, I was going to mention this on the shaker cat. So I was at the dentist yesterday.
Okay.
6-month checkup. Everything's fine. You'll be happy to know. Cleaned and whatever. So it's such a racket. Anyway, so shout out Dr. Norman. You're fantastic. But they make you watch. And by the way, they don't have just one TV, but 2 TVs. One that's like in the corner, and then when they lay you on their back, they have one from the ceiling. They torment you with. They think.
Yeah.
I guess people want to watch HGTV, and probably for 90% of their demographic, I'm sure that's great for a home builder. It adds.
Please put on any other channel.
It adds to the torment of the dentist appointment. But what I will say is, in the house they're remodeling in 30 minutes, which is how it happens, of course. They were going from this big, gigantic McMansion island. It was in Dallas, to a smaller island. And the way they achieved that look was they put these shaker posts on there, did a different color. So very much on trend right now. Very beautiful. An entire 30-minute episode devoted to, putting mint and fluoride and whatever in my mouth and watching a beautiful home be remodeled. But anyway, just thought I'll point that out. Pretty cool. Great feature that this customer chose, and looked really sharp.
Yep, and it just kind of shows off the different options that we have to kind of personalize your island space. And so here's their gorgeous family room, very large room. I love the fireplace and how they're bringing in all the materials from the outside to do that. And then I don't have it in the pictures, but the view out of the amazing windows is why this is such a popular option, as you get that wall of windows when you add that cathedral ceiling with the rear covered porch, and just get all that natural light coming in, and that great view, because we know you fell in love with the property first. So I want to make sure that you get to enjoy it, as you can see they are doing here, because everything faces that window.
Right, exactly. Like TV, don't need it.
Well, there's a whole room for that. Spoiler alert, exactly. We'll show that. We'll show you later. Exactly. But yeah, just beautiful. And then the master bedroom, again, we've got those pops of blue, like they've decorated through the rest of the home. And then they did do that box beam ceiling. So again, bringing in more of those wood elements. And like I mentioned, they built their own barn door. We also offer them if you don't want to do it yourself. But that's one of the other things I love. And this family did a lot of that, of like, you get to kind of choose what you want to do versus what you want us to do. So it's great to see kind of the things that our homeowners add after the fact. And I think this is a gorgeous barn door that they put in.
Yeah.
And then here is their master bathroom. So like I talked about, this is one of our plans, that the option is that it's just, that it comes standard with just the large oversized shower. And I think it looks great. They did take that shower tile all the way to the ceiling, which I highly recommend that you do. Just really kind of elevates the space, makes it look a little more finished. And yeah, just beautiful. And you've got, the dual vanities with that cabinet in between. So space is clearly delineated. This is my side, this is your side. And everybody can access that. And I do see Jason's asking if the center vanity cabinet is an upgrade. It is included in the layout of this bathroom. And so it's just going to depend. The layouts of our bathrooms are different in this plan.
And he's looking at the Angelina. So the Angelina does have a 24-inch wide laundry hamper cabinet that's included. You can stick it, like right now, it's like on the far right side of the master bathroom. There's no reason, like it would cost nothing to move it from there to have a demilitarized zone between you and the missus.
We actually did that in the model. If you've seen the Angelina model, we actually did relocate that cabinet. But this is how it comes in this home. So it just depends. But yeah, very easy to change it, to modify that, because I think pretty much all of our bathrooms include that cabinet somewhere. So it's just where you want to put it.
By the way, I have the exact same tile in my house on a horizontal pattern, and I would say this would be easier to squeegee. So
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, just beautiful, beautiful bathroom.
Awesome. Really, we have one or two questions. So
we did. So Denise is asking, do we just ask our consultant about the barn? We have a 37-foot motorhome that has to be enclosed. I have a few bids, but always open to more.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely put you in contact one. And we'll send the information over to your sales consultant of who you can reach out to, because you're building in Washington County. So, I'll be totally honest. A friend of mine, Quinn Tolbert, that's who built the one in Republic Grand Ranch, good dude. We actually built him and his wife's house in Magnolia, Texas. So I always love when I can recommend a customer of ours. So yeah, we can send some information over there, but there are lots. One thing to be sure for that, like, I'm not picking on Mueller. They're a good outfit, squared away operation. I love the idea that they're one trick pony. Mueller's a good source for metal, but they won't erect it. So they don't do the actual labor. They will just supply the materials. I like the idea of a more turnkey situation, just because it sounds awful to say it out loud. One throat to choke. I like to deal with one person.
Well, what if your installer messes up the materials and then you're having to buy the extra materials? Whereas if it's a single person offering,
battling back and forth,
they're responsible for. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I will commit to doing a better job on the metaphor, but it's very effective.
It's very true. We got Kristen saying, we saw the master bath in the Lone Star in Republic Grand Ranch a couple weekends ago and love it. However, could that exact bath be built into another plan?
Okay, when you say exact, the answer is yes. There are only a few plans that will handle that scale, if that makes sense. So that is obviously massive, grandiose bathroom.
That bathroom is almost as big as that bedroom.
Yeah, the ceiling heights in there, the soaring arabesque tile going up, like it warrant, trying to bolt that onto a San Antonio or even an Arlington or something like that. Like it won't scale properly, if that makes sense. You would literally have to have one end of the house taller than the rest of it. So there are some of our plans, and depending on the elevation, that it would work fine. A Breckenridge could pull that off easily. Paladuro could pull that off pretty easily. Rockwall, like there are some of the larger plans that could pull that off without a problem. Your design center consultant is probably the best source for that, and we could probably scale it in such a way that you wouldn't know. I mean, the shower is ridiculous. Okay, it is.
Yeah.
It's massive. Like no one needs a shower that big. My wife would freeze to death in there. It'd be nothing but complaints. But
it's beautiful.
Be that as it may, you could probably scale it down without. That is one of the few things you could probably scale down our portfolio without losing the awe factor. Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Jason says, notice what's missing in the family room. There is no TV. If I had that view, I'm not sure I'd want one either. Yeah, absolutely. We got Tessie saying hubby is having a giant steel building being built at the same time. He has lots of toys to hide per POA requirements. This garage is huge. I call it a warehouse. It'll house our RV for the remainder of our build. Awesome.
Oh wow, yeah. So that's big. Yeah,
that's
okay.
big.
Yeah, these are. I'm good with that. I think that's how it should be.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's see the rest of this gorgeous house. Y'all keep dropping in your questions.
Yeah, these are great questions and comments. Y'all keep it going.
Now we're here in the Arlington Deep Foyer, and I have to say this space feels so large and inviting. I really love your big front door. What inspired you to pick this front door?
I liked it. I was kind of trying to go with the farmhouse look, so I thought that one fit in.
I like the light that it brings into the foyer.
It does.
Mixed with these ceilings, it's beautiful. Let's take a look at your spare bedrooms.
Okay.
Now, this is our guest bedroom. here. Utility room. Do you enjoy using your utility room?
I do. I figured if I had to go in there and work, I might as well add some pretty floor.
Oh yes, it's absolutely beautiful. And your back porch, oh my. You did so well to open up that space. And again, you brought in those same colors and those accents throughout.
Right.
Have you got to enjoy your rear porch yet?
Yes, I love to sit out there when it's cool in the mornings.
And enjoy your coffee and see everything. Rita, thank you so much for allowing Tilson to tour your home today. Your home is absolutely stunning. You did so good. And thank you for joining us today. We hope to see you as part of the Tilson family in the future.
All right. Yeah, just beautiful. Pink is also my favorite color, so this guest room gets its own slide pages.
Dusty
Yeah.
Rose. That was, I mean, well said.
Yes,
Me
it's
want
just
one.
beautiful. So yeah, just a very generous size bedroom. As you can see, this is large furniture. There is plenty of space. Just a great use, and I know they painted that accent wall themselves, but we can do that as well.
Yep.
And yeah, just absolutely gorgeous.
I don't get who gets the credit, Ms. Freeman or Mr. Freeman, but the symmetry and the laying out of the wall arrangements is not
Mhm.
lost on me. Like, that takes a happily married couple to survive that. Like, this does not happen on accident, ladies and gentlemen. Like,
Yeah, well, and I love this wall art. I'm not, I'll tell you the truth. I photo searched to see if I can find those flowers.
yes,
Absolutely beautiful.
reverse Google image is a real thing, ladies and gentlemen.
It
It's a real
is.
thing.
Hey, it's a button in the Amazon app, guys. It's very dangerous once you learn to use it.
Yes, yeah, it cost Christy Reyes a lot of money, I think, doing that.
I did. Yeah, I taught some of the rest of the officers in the company how to do that, and they were like, "Thank you so much." I'm like, "Don't thank me.
Yeah.
I just cost you a lot of money."
Yeah, very, very beautiful.
And then this is bedroom 3. Again, very generous sized bedroom that they turned into their media room. So this is where that TV hides. And yeah, just a great use of space. And he's obviously very talented.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is very
Somebody
talented.
is,
I
yeah.
don't know if he did it or she did it. But doing the built-ins and bringing in that reclaimed wood to go behind it on the wall. I mean, just beautiful, just great use of space. Just a wonderful, generous sized room, and just beautiful. Again, we've got the pops of blue coming in that you see for the rest of the house. So just love it. And then this is that hallway bath that's by those 2 bedrooms, and just beautiful. They did do their own mirrors, so that's something else that they did after the fact. That is absolutely an option for you guys if you want to take out the mirrors that we include, or you want us to frame the mirrors. You have all those options, but these are their mirrors. And there we go.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going.
I know. And then here's kind of the collection of the rest of the interior rooms. So you're seeing that utility room that is one of my absolute favorite tiled floors as well. Doing that. So yeah, I love that statement. If I have to be in here, it might as well be pretty. So yeah, that's great. And then they did that drop zone space where we added in the cabinetry and the wall for them. And then that bottom picture is actually their foyer that I was talking about. So gives you a good space to
A lot of
walk
space
in
there, yeah.
walk
And
up
can I?
into
We
the
need a
house.
screenshot of this to show my children that this is where the lint goes from the dryer.
Yeah.
This is where we dispose of the dryer sheet and the lint. The dryer sheet does not remain in the pillowcase. It doesn't remain in the sock nor the underwear. The dryer sheet is used to scoop out the lint, and then you place that entire bundle into the trash can and move on down the road. But that's it's an Allard House problem. It's not everywhere problem, just Allard House problem. I'm sure.
Awesome. And then this is their exterior rear porch. Just a great place to enjoy all the outdoor space, and big, very large porch. You can see they've got really big furniture
Yeah, I mean, this
out
is like
there, and
2 rooms of furniture out here.
yeah, 2 rooms of furniture, and just a great space. So I love this option. Just love the roughs on trusses and all of that. And you can probably hear my dogs are very jealous of this. They're yelling about, why doesn't mom have that?
I hear that.
But yeah.
Very upset. Yeah, and the again, the greenery, like I'm so envious of the person that has the discipline, because that's what it is. Not just patience, but the discipline to go water the plants, tend to the plants. Like I know that takes work. It's probably cathartic for them, and that's great. But I do envy how easy they make it look. It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, time for questions, comments, all the things. Folks, drop your comments, questions, anything about the process, construction, financing, customization, site preparation. Drop it into the chat. We will answer every single one of them. We've got a few here to answer, but we will stay here as long as we have to. And then we have, of course, some announcements.
All right. Tessie's sharing that the garage that she was talking about, it's much bigger than the house. It's 4,000 square feet. Oh, wow. He does have a lot of toys he's got to hide in there.
Perfect. Fill it up.
Let's see. Donna was saying that the video has been goofed up on her side. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if anybody else was experiencing that or not. But we will post the full video tour later this week. It'll be up, so we'll make sure to post that link everywhere so you can watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just the whole tour. And then we've got Heather. Do Tilson homes come standard with a water line connection for refrigerators, or is that something that needs to be added to plans?
They do, yeah. So we have the water connection for your ice maker and water coming out of there in every single home that we do. And we can add them if you're going to add, like I put a fridge freezer in my garage. We actually added a water line supply out there because it's just cold water only. You don't need a drain. It's just
right.
I think we call it in our price book an ice maker outlet because that's really what it is. So,
but yeah, that's included in every single one of our kitchens.
Nothing to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, beautiful, beautiful home. Thank you to the Freemans for sharing that with us. Thanks for the time. Thank you, Cheyenne, for going out there and doing that. That was awesome. We appreciate that. Great job. And a lot of things going on. So we've had our grand opening in Republic Grand Ranch. That model is wide open and rocking and rolling. I've actually been there the last 2 days. Beautiful, well received by the community.
Beautiful home. If you have not had a chance to go see it in person, definitely go see it.
Yeah, make the trip. It's worth a shot. And then also, we are, I think, done with the models in Angleton. Is that correct?
We still got a little flipping to do on the interior design, but yeah, construction is done, landscaping is done, and we're just finishing up the staging on that. But yeah, they are open and available for touring if you want to go check out the Foyer or the Arlington.
Make that happen. And then in Spring, Texas, there's a noticeable omission. We have a donut hole in the middle of the office in the park there, so the Nueces is gone. She has left the surface of the earth. She is no more, and we are beginning the stages of replacing her with the Brazoria model.
Yes, a brand new elevation of the Brazoria that we should be able to reveal to you guys. We should have pricing and everything finished up on that by the end of this month, so we'll be sharing that with y'all.
Yep, and then we are in the final stages of getting city approval from the city of Weatherford for a new Cisco model home up at our Weatherford Design Center in place of the Parker. The Parker's still there. Right a second, but if you want to see the Parker, you need to
go soon.
You need to schedule that soon. The Parker is getting ready to launch on her last adventure. I'll be replaced. We are doing some remodeling in Katy, so if you go to Katy, be prepared for a little remodeling going on inside the design center. We're splitting up what was the color room, which we moved out now to the garage of the Fredericksburg. We're splitting that up into some more office space. Just have a little better, higher and better use of the space there in Katy.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
More to come in other places. So check all of those out. We have seminars going on, Don. I saw 3 pop up or something.
We do. We have 3 going on this weekend. So you can attend an in-person seminar in our Bernie office, our Waco office, and our Melissa office. So you can go see Cheyenne.
Yes, you can.
Weekends. So yeah. Got lots of good stuff happening. So those are a great opportunity to sit with other people who are thinking about doing this and seeing that you're not alone, and learn from them. As you can see, our customers always have great things to share, and so do our prospects. So yeah, great opportunity to go and get all those questions answered.
A lot of the same questions, a lot of the same experiences that you guys are having. There's safety in numbers. There are other people doing this. It's still a wonderful time to build a home. The rates are going to come down. That's pretty much a done deal. I think the Fed meets tomorrow again. And anyway, it's a lot of chaos going on, but it really doesn't affect you a whole lot, especially with Tilson Homes, because with us, good news. You don't lock your rate in until like 10, 12 months from now. So It doesn't matter what happens to rates right now, day to day with Tilson, because we have the Easy Buy program. You don't have to lock that in until a long time from now. So
Yeah.
that's something that
And
only
we
we
do
can offer
have
you.
a question from Kristen. Can the dining room be replaced as something else, like split into a butler's pantry and office?
What do we do,
Absolutely.
Don?
Yeah, absolutely. So you would just talk to your design consultant about, how you wanted to reuse that space, and they would go ahead and draw up for you, talk to you, kind of draw up exactly what you're thinking about. And they can give you really the cost for that, if there is any cost associated with those changes, with the construction right there in the office. So yeah, that'd be something that would be easy for them to do. So with the butler's pantry, they talk to you about what kind of cabinets did you want, and things like that. And we probably need to wall some things off if it was an open dining area like what we showed you today. So there would be some cost for that sheetrock, and then you want to know like what types of measurements you wanted to do. But yeah, absolutely, we can customize our homes however you'd like. I'll go back to Holly's statement on that. If it's within your budget, within building code and the laws of physics, we can pretty much do
Make
it.
it happen.
We'll make it happen for you.
So yeah, do go check those things out. We have the barn dominium plans up on the website. So we have the Ranger and the Marshall. Go check those out. They have a lot of options with them to make it where you can fit that 37-foot RV.
Yeah, it actually, both of them have an option for an RV garage, to hold those large toys. So let's see. And Tessie is sharing, we've been very happy with everything about building our home with Tilson. Oh, thank you so much.
Tessie. Thank you so much.
And Kristen says, good to know. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. We can help you change up those spaces and make them whatever you dream of them being. So that's one of the very exciting things about building custom on your lot. Like you can do whatever.
Yeah. So don't let the journey end here. Obviously, we have lots of venues for you to come check out. We got a website open 24/7 with new home specialists on standby at all times, within reasonable hours. And then we also have an Instagram page, Facebook page, YouTube channel with hundreds of hours of content. We'd love for you to head over there and check that out. We got 12 design centers open 7 days a week with model homes for you to tour. We'd love to see you there, meet you there, have a cup of coffee or a cold drink with you, discuss the plans for you and your family. That's what they're there for, folks. Go there, sit down with them, make the changes to the plans, customize them, ask your questions. There are no bad questions. We're simply here to help make this process easier for you. I get it. There's the weight of the world on our shoulders today in the coming days. I just calculated, in 92 years, we've been through 23 presidential elections.
Look, we've already seen both administrations, so we know it's gonna be okay. Like the world will go on. The world will go on.
And I will steal a quote from Dave Ramsey. I don't agree to all his principles, but I'm not afraid of a little debt. But this is a very good quote, and that is, what happens in your house is way more important than what happens in the White House. Okay, so don't let that be lost on you. Control what you can. You're going to be fine. People have been building homes on their land since this country was founded. So live the dream, do what you want to do, go where you want to go, live that independent lifestyle, build those memories. And we will see you soon next week. And we hope to soon make you part of the Tilson family. We'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.